Where's the video? Okay, so give me a sec. Gazi, what's going on? I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. And you? I'm just checking out the 10th anniversary video for Senran Kagura. So let's see what we got. All right, Marvelous Honey Parade Games, obviously. We know who they are. Let's see. 2021, it all goes all the way back to the beginning of 2011 when the first Senran Kagura game was here. Let's go back. Let's take a step back. 2011, okay. So long ago, damn. I was still in middle school by that time. Alright, let's see what we got here. Senran Kagura Burst, Portrait of Girls, the first Senran Kagura games. 3DS, alright, Senran Kagura Burst. Or well, Senran Kagura Portrait of Girls, then Senran Kagura Burst. Alright, Asuka versus Crimson Homura. Alright. Yukari and Leo, we got Miyabi and Yumi. Senran Kagura Shinobi Versus for the PS Vita. Those were the days, man. Shinobi Versus was a personal favorite of mine along with Burst Renewal. Senran Kagura 2 Deep Crimson for the 3DS, okay. Senran Kagura Bon Appetit for the PS Vita. Senran Kagura Estival Versus for the PS4. And Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash for the PS4. Senran Kagura Reflections for the Nintendo Switch. I own all of these on PC, by the way. And Senran Kagura Burst Renewal, the remaster and remake of Senran Kagura Burst, and Senran Kagura Peach Ball for the Switch. And the mobile game, the recent one, Senran Kagura New Link. Well, this is New Wave. Well, New Link, my bad, New Link. We just saw New Wave already. New Link. Alright, so Senran Kagura, where we got Yagi versus Mirai, Hibari versus Haruka. Okay. Yomi versus Hikaru, got Katsuragi versus Hikage. And then Asuka versus Homura. Senran Kagura 10th anniversary. That was amazing. Yeah, but Senran Kagura had like 2 mobile games. What I meant to say was the first mobile game for Senran Kagura was Senran Kagura New Wave, and I don't think that much people played New Wave. Then there's Senran Kagura New Link, which is the recent mobile game there is, but lots of people are hoping for an English release, but no one hasn't really gotten it. We're going to check out the website, though, because I want to check out the website. Senran Kagura had a 10th anniversary website. Senran Kagura 10th anniversary. Love it when 2 warriors are fighting in the air, clashing swords. Yeah, it's amazing, man. I like that shit, man. Let's check out the website. Where did they have their website at? I remember clicking through here because I actually checked out the website, a glimpse of it. Let's check it out, though. This is the website for the 10th anniversary. Let's see. All right, let's see what we got here. So this is the website. This is it. Apparently, I just saw the boobs move, so you can move the boobs too. Except it looks like more of the app's doing. Like there was like an app you could actually move images and shit like that. They probably use that app or whatever. All right. Oh, you can change the swimsuits. Hold up. Oh my god, I can see straight through some guys just doing this right now. Oh my god. All right. All right. Let's see. Asuka, Ikaruga, Katsuragi, Yagyu, Hibari. I think these are videos that they have showing the voice actors and stuff and how they talk about playing the certain characters and stuff. Okay, so Asuka, Ikaruga, Katsuragi, Yagyu, Hibari, Daidoji, Homura, Yomi, Hikage, Mirai, Haruka, and Suzune Sensei or Rin. Yumi better be there. Well, you got to start off with the original cast before Yumi and Miyabi were introduced. That's probably why we don't see them now. They must be uploading more videos for the rest of the voice actors and everything. Of course, they'll give Yumi and everyone respect, so we can wait for that. Now with the year of games, Senran Kagura Portrait of Girls. Like I said, Senran Kagura Burst was never the first Senran Kagura game. It was actually Portrait of Girls at first. And then, you know, that was 2011. Now 2012, Senran Kagura Burst. And alright, 2012 Senran Kagura Burst. Never really played. I actually played it on emulator for Senran Kagura Burst, but it was overall good because that's what later on led to Burst Renewal, and I'm about to talk about that. 2012. You wonder what happened to Fubuki? Did they beat her? I mean, in the anime, they beat Fubuki. In New Link, like in the New Link game, I don't know how far the story progresses in New Link, so I can't really say. But I know that Fubuki is the main antagonist for she's the main antagonist for Senran Kagura New Link. But 2012 is Senran Kagura New Wave. Be minded, I never even played this one. The only mobile game of Senran Kagura I played was New Link, but New Wave is where we introduced other characters, where we introduce other random characters outside of the Senran Kagura barrier, outside of the original Senran Kagura cast barrier. When I say that, I'm basically summing up the difference between the original barrier of characters like Yumi and everyone else, and Asuka and them, and just the regular characters we know in basically the Senran Kagura games in that barrier. And basically the ones outside of that barrier are basically characters with no backstory. Basically characters with no backstory. So characters in New Wave and New Link that you have never seen before is that resembling Sam Show? I guess. But characters outside of that barrier are basically characters with no backstory. I think Takaki wanted to do that because he didn't want to like do backstories for all these other characters and stuff. So 2012, you see Iroha, Amina on that screen. Psst, yo. Alright. Senran Kagura Shinobi Versus 2013. This game came out for the PS Vita. I have this on PC along with my other Senran Kagura games. This one was a personal favorite along with Burst Renewal and Estival Versus, because those three are the only Senran Kagura beat 'em up games there are. But yeah. Shinobi Versus is what introduced Yumi to the game. Shinobi Versus is what introduced Yumi in the Senran Kagura franchise. This was the first game to introduce Yumi, if I remember. Shinobi Versus introduced Yumi along with Miyabi and their team, so at least he could do it for some of them. That's true, yeah, that's true. At least, I mean, with New Wave and all that stuff, he probably did it with some, yeah. I mean, he did it with Fubuki and New Link when New Link came out, so that's good to know. Then some other characters too. But Shinobi Versus, this was where Yumi was introduced along with Miyabi, and then that's where basically, you know, Yumi became #1 in the popularity poll for every game after that. After Shinobi Versus, and even in Shinobi Versus, she was ranked #1 in the popularity poll. These are rankings from Japan. So 2014 now, Senran Kagura 2. Deep Crimson. This game I haven't finished on my channel, but I have played it back then before, so I said well deserved. He said, and also the Ikitosen and DOA crossovers. Well, yeah, the DOA and Ikitosen crossovers, I mean, they don't really, they're on Estival, well, the DOA and the Ikitosen crossovers are later on in New Link. They're not really in New Wave, if I remember. They're not really in New Wave. I think they're mostly on New Link, because that's where the High School DxD crossovers are at too. And the King of Fighters crossovers as well. So say Leo, Yukiki are a good example. Oh yeah, that's true, yeah. Those two were on the main screen for New Wave. So that's true. But Deep Crimson, never really played it that much. I never really showed love for the old 3DS games. It was mostly around PS Vita that I showed love for the rest of the games and stuff. But Deep Crimson 2, Senran Kagura 2 Deep Crimson is what introduced Kagura and Naraku in the Senran Kagura franchise. Just like how Yumi and Miyabi were introduced in Senran Kagura Shinobi Versus. In this one, Naraku and Kagura were introduced in this one. Naraku is another personal one of my favorites. Like you can literally see Kagura right on the screen right there, like on the green slash right there, where Asuka's Kawatsu Kami sword is at. But yeah. 2014 Senran Kagura Bon Appetit. So you know Helena from DOA has a Haruka outfit. Oh yeah, that. They mostly do that at certain times, yeah. So Bon Appetit, Senran Kagura Bon Appetit. Some of you guys, when you guys sub to the channel, like this was way before you guys sub to the channel, but I was actually well, I think Chris was sub for a while, but I was actually doing Senran Kagura Bon Appetit walkthroughs for each character. And basically, for those who don't know, this game is basically for the PS Vita, and it's how do I say this? That's the food one. Yup, that's the food one. If you're familiar with Food Wars and stuff like that, Food Wars, you like literally, this is literally like Food Wars in a kind of way, because if you think about it, when the characters lose, their clothes rip off. And this, I mean, this is pretty much in every Senran Kagura game, including the beat 'em up games. But the reason why I say this one is a little bit resembled to Food Wars in a little bit of ways is because once your cooking basically is so good, it literally beats the crap out of the other's dish. And that character's clothes rip off and everything like that. And Food Wars did this before too, so that's why I say it's a little bit like Food Wars. Does Toriko count? If Toriko has, you know, foods that literally rip clothes and stuff at the end of a dish versus dish, then yes. If not, then no. Your first appearance on your stream was the Kenichi game. Okay, so then you were, yeah, definitely you were there. Then you were that was still around the time I was doing the Bon Appetit walkthrough. So yeah. All right, so then you were there the longest, yeah. But Bon Appetit is a cooking rhythm game. It's like a cooking rhythm game where you if you're familiar with shit, man. Only game I can remember is Elite Beat Agents. I don't know if anybody remembers that game for the DS, but that's a rhythm game that I remember. Elite Beat Agents and shit. What else? What else rhythm game was there? What else rhythm game? There was some other rhythm games, but if you're familiar with rhythm games and all that stuff, then you must know what I'm talking about. But this is basically a cooking rhythm game where you just basically tap the controls and shit like that. Like it's like Dance Dance Revolution. That's a good example. Dance Dance Revolution, where you just hop on the screen and then push the corresponding buttons and stuff. But yeah, Bon Appetit is pretty good. It basically has character stories for all of the characters and everything like that. Like all character stories for all the characters and everything. So you basically do each character's story and then boom. I don't think this was part of the main story or anything like that. Certain games were part of the main story. Most of these games were side games. Like it's not like Kingdom Hearts where all Kingdom Hearts games are connected. Even like games that you think are side ones. Like I used to think Chain of Memories for Kingdom Hearts was a side one, but then I realized all Kingdom Hearts games are connected, and even the trash ones like Melody and Memory and freaking Chain of Memories and shit like that. What's going on, Ryu? But yes, Bon Appetit 2014 PS Vita. 2015, this is the best Senran Kagura game. This is the best Senran Kagura game and still is to this very day. People still play it in 2021 and more years to come. And I have this one on PC along with all of my other Senran Kagura games. Senran Kagura Estival Versus. We all know what this one is, yo. Some people started off with this actually. Some people started off with Estival Versus when getting introduced to the game. But me, I started off a long while ago with Senran Kagura Burst, years ago, back around 2011. But some started off with Estival Versus. It's the best Senran Kagura game there is, and honestly, how do I say this? Honestly, the online is dead, obviously. The game is considered dead or whichever. The online is dead. Only a certain amount of people come on there that still support the Senran Kagura franchise. They still come on online at certain times, and it's mostly skilled people that I don't play for particular reasons because I'm not on that type of level, nor do I want to be because I don't think I can fight like that. It's a Chain of Memories, aka Keyblade, Duel Monsters. Oh, well, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that because then we'd be bringing up the remastered Chain of Memories, and I don't even want to talk about that. But thank God I beat the game though. Estival Versus. Online is dead. Whole game is dead, but the game is definitely worth playing because it introduces other characters in the Senran Kagura franchise. For example, Asuka's grandmother Sayuri is introduced in this one. I believe this is the first time I've ever seen Asuka's grandmother in the Senran Kagura game, and it was Estival Versus for me. But Sayuri, it introduces It introduces Ayame. It introduces Ayame because Ayame is the one who's in love with Katsuragi and she's a simp and all that stuff. But she was introduced in this one. I believe she's a new wave character. Hold on. If I'm correct, Ayame is a new new wave character. She's a new wave. I'm gonna search that over right now. Senran Kagura. Yep, Senran Kagura new wave. Yep, there you go. She's a Senran Kagura new wave character. I was correct. But Ayame was introduced in New Wave, and they later on brought her over to Estival Versus as a playable character too. Ryoki is also playable as well. Ryoki was foreshadowed in Senran Kagura Shinobi Versus, but she's playable in this one now. They foreshadowed her at first, and then now they put her playable in Estival Versus because basically, if you guys are familiar with Ryobi and Ryona, they are the main characters of this game of Estival Versus, and the whole thing is that they have to work out things with their eldest sister. And face off against her in a final showdown. What's going on, Ryu? But they had to face off against their eldest sister in the final showdown. So Asuka was not the main character, nor Yumi. I mean, Yumi was the main character of the anime adaptation for season 2 of Senran Kagura Shinobi Masters. But pretty much, let's see. All right. Okay, we are not talking about Platinum. We are talking about the games itself, not Platinum. Thank you very much. So Ryoki was hard on that fight in Estival Versus. Yeah, she was. I mean, at first, but now, like, if you're max level or something like that, it's easy to pretty much pull it off, I guess. But Estival Versus, and even brought over the crossovers too as well. Ikitosen characters, which I play a lot. Definitely play as Ryofu the most. Ryofu, Hakufu, and Kanu, and then pretty much then Dead or Alive Ayane. That's pretty much it. We also got Sayuri's youth form playable as well, Jasmine. Then we got the 3 Mikadoga sisters introduced in Estival Versus 2017. Peach Beach Splash. Never really liked this game, but played it because it was a main importance to the series as well. Nothing much to say. How's everyone's day so far? Same old, bro. Same old. Same old. About to get started and reach max level in the game. See, does this mention Yumi and BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle? Sadly, no. Mostly because these are just the corresponding games of release and all that stuff. But Peach Beach Splash, never really liked Peach Beach Splash. This game I did not even want to platinum. I don't really care for platinuming any of the games or anything. I just want to play them for fun and shit and do any extras and stuff and just be done with them. Platinuming a game in my opinion would honestly take like months or whichever, because I really don't have the time for that. So nor would I spend my whole life trying to do that stuff. I'm not a completionist, if you know what I mean. So this game right here wasn't really worth the platinum in my opinion. Only games you'll ever see platinum on is Muso games, and that's Naruto. Well, not Naruto, my bad, not Naruto. Muso games like One Piece Pirate Warriors, I've platinum all for One Piece Pirate Warriors. The only time you'll ever see me platinum a game is Muso type games. So Pirate Warriors 4 is an example of that, and I only platinum games if they are easy. I don't go for the hard platinums because they're just not worth it. I don't see me staying in my room all day to actually finish all that up. Sorry. So PBS definitely not worth the platinum. So yeah, it doesn't matter for platinum if the game is fun. That's enough. Exactly. Like there's games like Atelier Rise. I know some of you guys have not heard of Atelier Rise, and they say you basically have to max up the characters to 99. I said I'm not doing all that. I just beat the game and that's it. The only game I could see people not platinuming is Bleach Soul Resurrection. And you know what I mean when I say Bleach Soul Resurrection. You have to basically, there's like a trophy to basically max out all characters in Bleach Soul Resurrection. Nobody can platinum Bleach Soul Resurrection. Some people probably did, but I'm not going for that. I'm definitely not going for that. Sorry to say. I definitely cannot do that. I'm definitely not going to try Bleach Soul Resurrection. But I'll play it for fun though. I'm not trying to go for all that max level bullshit, but yeah, Senran Kagura was a good anime. I also had a crossover Oh, Queen's Blade was also a good anime. It also had a crossover with Senran Kagura. Oh yeah, that's right, Queen's Blade. Doesn't mention Nitro Plus either because it's a crossover fighting game. Right, only the corresponding release Senran Kagura games. So PBS was pretty much good. PBS is pretty much your regular some people say it's the worst Bleach game. Soul Resurrection, some people didn't like it. That's true. Some people never really enjoyed it, they say. I honestly thought it could be a lot better. Like Soul Resurrection could have honestly been a lot better, to be honest. I liked it and stuff because it was the only Bleach game for the PS3, and honestly, when it came out, it hyped people up. But then, like, as you progress through it and everything, you realize that that the only most played character is Ichigo. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get back to y'all on that one because I'm about to talk a lot about that one when I once I'm done with this. But PBS, Senran Kagura PBS, your Splatoon fan service game, your Splatoon fan service game. That's pretty much all I can say. Big boobs, ass. Pretty much just, you know, having a good old fan service time. Your favorite waifus in swimsuits and shit like that. And that's pretty much it for PBS. Senran Kagura Reflections. Damn, not many of you guys would be into this game because it doesn't focus on beat 'em ups. It doesn't focus on Splatoon fan service like PBS, bro. It mostly focuses on Legendary Anime JP fan. What's up? You said you figured out the issue with Sega Saturn. What was going on? Yeah, one of my friends had literally put in the chat yesterday. I don't know if you left yesterday, but one of my friends had put in the chat yesterday that you're probably missing what did he say you were missing? You were probably missing BIOSes and all that stuff. So you might have to fix that unless that was the reason. But yeah, Reflection, pretty much a light novel, yeah. But Reflection is pretty much where you play as only a little bit of main characters. You can choose out of Asuka, Riona, Yumi, Murasaki, and Yomi, and that's pretty much it. Those are the only characters you can choose for this. It's not really a beat 'em up game or any of that stuff. It just focuses on, you know, a shinobi barrier with love and all that shit, and pretty much, you know, where you're the main character, they're basically holding your hand, and you just pretty much you're pretty much massaging the characters' bodies and stuff like that. This game was for the Switch. I actually covered a full playthrough. I actually covered a modded full playthrough of Reflections. So if you guys just so you guys know, I covered a full playthrough of Reflections, a modded version though. 2017 Senran Kagura New Link, the mobile game. You're waiting on Hino Maruko. Oh yeah, that game. Oh. I'll wait for it to drop on PC, which is probably never. I don't have all because PS4, like another thing, you guys, PC, I have my Senran Kagura games platinum on PC. Well, not, you can't really call it platinum. I'll say it like this: I have all achievements on my Senran Kagura games on PC, and that's including Shinobi Versus. That includes Shinobi Versus, Bon Appetit, even the Senran Kagura games that were for the PS Vita. Literally all achievements unlocked on the PC. I know it's easy to get the achievements on the PC because literally people can just use the save data and shit, but I didn't use no save data. I actually got all of them with my own skill. So PC, all achievements unlocked on Senran Kagura for the PC. New Wave and New Link do not count since they're mobile games, so you can never 100% that if it were to actually come on Steam, which is never. Because and they wouldn't even have achievements, so don't even try it. New Wave and New Link. No achievements. That also goes for Burst. That also goes for Burst and Deep Crimson. Those two, along with New Wave and New Link, don't have those stuff. So, and they're never gonna get on Steam anytime soon. But due to Bleach Brave Souls being on Steam, there's probably a chance that New Wave and New Link will probably hit Steam. I don't know. Did you see the Token Ranbu Warriors? I gotta check that one out. I heard about it, but I gotta check that one out. But let's see. So New Link, pretty much the recent and most, like around 2017, and still kicking all the way to 2021. Still the best Senran Kagura mobile game there is. Pretty much knocked New Wave out of the corner, and New Wave is pretty much dead now. I think it's impossible for anyone to attain a copy of New Wave now. But we got the characters on the screen. Seko, Genko. In the middle, we got Fubuki. Down on the bottom middle, we got Omura, Asuka, Yumi, Miyabi in their new Link outfits now. I missed the old Shinobi transformations though. Those were good. Yukiki. And we got Kagura in the middle. On the right, we got Leo. Alright, 2018 Senran Kagura Burst Renewal. Okay. Senran Kagura Burst Renewal. A remake slash remaster. I don't care what you want to call it. Remake slash remaster of Senran Kagura Burst. To think, it's amazing that this game, like later on, that they actually, like, they showed so much respect for the game to the point where, and let's not forget, these are one of the second release Senran Kagura games. For people saying Burst is, for people thinking Burst is the first, it's not. Senran Kagura Portrait of Girls is the first. But they later on turned the game from 2012 into a remaster slash remake of Senran Kagura Burst Renewal. That's crazy. They turned this into a beat 'em up. This was basically the last Senran Kagura beat 'em up game to ever release. That is if we get 7, if there's a chance that we get 7. But it's a good thing they bring this game back better than ever. Because honestly, I felt like we needed a remaster and shit like that. But what we need a renewal of is, hold on. We need a renewal of Deep Crimson 2. This is something we need a renewal of, a remaster and all that stuff. Because honestly, this one is definitely one we need as well. Because if you can do that for Burst, you can do it for Deep Crimson. Okay, so I'm waiting for a Deep Crimson renewal. So yeah, Senran Kagura Burst Renewal. This was the semi-final game of Senran Kagura to release. I mean, with all this time that they're doing, while we pretty much wait with Senran Kagura. With Senran Kagura 7, which is not going to come anytime soon. And yes, definitely it was the best story. Like, no cap, it was definitely the best story. But what for all this time that we're waiting for Senran Kagura 7, which we're pretty much not going to get anytime soon. Let's not get our hopes up. So they could have honestly taken the time to remaster, to remake and remaster Deep Crimson 2. This is something that they need to do. Like, this is literally something they need to do. Like I'm not capping. This is something they need to do. If they have all the time on their hand, remaster, remake, bring this out. Give us a Deep Crimson 2 renewal. Come on, man. All right. So anyway, we're done with Burst Renewal. Now for the last Senran Kagura game of 2018, and we're pretty much, and be minded the crossover games don't count. So Senran X Neptunia Ninja Wars does not count. But with the last Senran Kagura game that ever released around 2018, Senran Kagura Peach Ball. Be minded that all these games except New Wave I've covered on my channel. I've covered all except for New Wave on my channel. Senran Kagura Peach Ball fan service Peach Ball for the Nintendo Switch. This game was for the Nintendo Switch along with Senran Kagura Reflection. This is actually a good game. Actually, it's really good. I actually this was the last Senran Kagura game I got all the achievements on for, and this is good. This is good. It works good with the body scale mod, by the way, because Pinball Kagura. Yep, that's true. That's true. And once again, they're giving us the same main characters that you can use in that you can also use in Senran Kagura Reflections. Honestly, I don't know why they did that. Why Murasaki, Yumi, and Asuka, Riona. Well, Asuka I can understand, but I don't know why they gave us only certain characters in these. I'm guessing because these were side games, like Peach Ball and Reflections were side games. So it was all like, let's just put let's put Asuka with any of the random characters and stuff. So that's when they give us Murasaki and Yumi. Obviously, Yumi's gonna be here because she's #1 in the popularity pool. So but Yomi, Riona, it's pretty. I don't know, but this game was good though. This game was really good. But this was the last Senran Kagura game there ever was, and that's pretty much how it's gonna be until if 7 ever has a chance of making it. Don't know, but you can understand Yumi and Asuka. Facts, yeah. But that's pretty much it. That's all the corresponding Senran Kagura games in chronological order. Organized order. But yeah, happy 10th anniversary to Senran Kagura. Let's get back to the game.